If you're a stay-at-home mom and you can't cook your man a meal every single night homemade, that's messed up. I don't care that you have to do all the cleaning, all the laundry, whatever around the house, and take care of kids all day, and do virtual learning. Cook your man a homemade meal every single night, okay? Because that's really messed up when you don't do that. They deserve that. I don't care how much work you have to do. I do it. Ben,
Oh my God.
your hungry man's ready.
Wow. Oh man. Just total cluelessness. Yes, that's what cooking is. Just putting something in the microwave. What a disaster.
So I keep hearing women tell me that I have male privilege, so I'm going to go ahead and lay down a few legal privileges women have over men. First and foremost, a woman almost always gets the kid in divorce court, even though a mother is twice as likely to abuse a child as a father. That's a fact. Look it up. A woman can rape a man or underage boy and sue him for child support. That's a fact. That's a law. Look that up. A woman can get an abortion in complete disregard to what the father wants, but a father can't stop paying child support without her permission. That's not equal rights. It's not. That's privilege. Another one. Women don't have to sign up for the draft when they turn 18. I don't see any feminists fighting for equal rights in that area.
I mean, I didn't have to comment at all. That's as clear as you can get. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so it's just girls on TikTok for attention, right? Like, so for those of you that were listening, what was happening is these two girls were like, they just put like a cable in their outfit that was very revealing, and then they just pulled on it, and the girls started shaking. Ooh, very high quality content there. Again, like the reason why they're doing this is because it's hilarious, right? And then they say, don't objectify me, right? But they're literally acting like an object. Hello and welcome to the Helios blog. My name is Helios, here for another reaction video. If you're new to the channel, liking the content, please hit the sub, hit all for notifications. If you're listening on the podcast, give me a 5-star review, give me a follow. If you'd like me to comment on a video, compilation, blog post, Reddit post, please send it to the heliosblog@gmail.com. And if you're wondering what the background is, this is Super Metroid 100% tool assisted speedrun. Check it out on YouTube. It has more than 1 million views. All right, let's continue.
I don't want to hear, oh, why men always have to pay. Because women are the prize.
Exactly. Women are the ones that do everything. They provide, they protect, they've built the world, they're responsible in the relationship, they do absolutely everything that needs to happen in order for the stability of both people to be maintained. They are stronger, they're faster, and they're smarter and more strategic. Oh wait, I just described men who are actually the prize. Yeah. Girl, you're not the prize. All you are is 18 to 23 and have long nails. That's not bringing a lot to the table other than fitness. Low femininity. I'll bet low cooperation. And does anybody find it attractive when girls like slap their hands together like that? All I find is that it's condescending, and I don't want to deal with somebody that's like that. Okay, let's continue.
I'm not going half. I'm not tipping. I'm not, oh, my turn. I'm not your girlfriend, okay? McDonald's don't suffice for me no more. I'm grown.
No more. What a disaster. Oh, okay. So she's an example of I've had my fun. Now it's time to settle down. So she slept with like 20 chads. None of them paid for anything more than McDonald's. And now she wants a guy to pay for everything. Okay. Why should someone else have to pay full price for something that someone else got for free? That's what I don't understand. And that's why so many men aren't paying for you. Because you're not worth it. So they don't pay.
I'm grown.
Wow.
Dudes be like, oh, I ain't want to get at you. I ain't know if you had a boyfriend or something.
Okay, there's probably too much.
When?
Probably too much swearing there. But anyway, whatever.
This might be an unpopular opinion, but some of y'all women are asking too much. Girls complain about, oh, he never calls me beautiful, he never compliments me anymore. When's the last time you complimented him?
Never.
I'm a firm believer that you get out of something exactly what you give into it. So if you're constantly asking for compliments and for him to do things for you and buy things for you, he's going to get fed up. If you're not putting in the exact same effort, I don't blame him for getting frustrated and just giving up.
That's exactly
Men
right.
need love, consideration, compassion. They need everything that we need. So if your guy has been amazing throughout your whole relationship and all of a sudden he's starting to kind of drop off, maybe it's time to evaluate how you're treating him.
Right. Now here's the thing. Although what she's giving is relatively good advice, I mean, she didn't talk about fit, feminine, cooperative, submissive, bedroom fun, loyal. She didn't talk about those, but it's better than the other advice of you are the table, etc. But here is the issue. A lot of girls like this, when they make videos, they're not actually making the video in order to actually teach something. What they're doing is instead they're trying to advertise themselves to men. Look at how much I know about what men need. Won't you choose me? That sort of thing. So she's not doing it genuinely to help. What she's actually doing is she's doing it solely for herself. All right. Let's continue.
Once upon a time, and I heard that was ugly.
Okay. Oh, I see. So the girl looks, not great, and then all of a sudden, she puts on makeup, foundation, dyes her hair, etc., and now she looks like a totally different person. You can't even tell that it's the same person. Yeah, and then these girls are like, don't lie to us, don't cheat on us, etc., when they're fake from head to toe. All right, let's go to the article here. So the article is How Men Sabotage Themselves. So many men wonder what they did wrong to end their relationships. Their girl loses attraction, they have no idea why. Let me show you the most common ways that men sabotage themselves as women and life in general. Something else I want to mention. This is the way that men sabotage themselves. I'm not trying to imply that women aren't, acting differently than how they're supposed to act in modern society, right? We know, most of the things that I say on my channel are exactly what women, how women are being taught wrong and what women are doing wrong. This is just what men are doing wrong, okay? So, and a lot of the times, the reason why men do stuff incorrectly is because they were just brainwashed from a young age by women very often, right? Or, there was a weak father and the father didn't teach what he was supposed to. And usually it's a combination of both. It's womanist mother and weak father, or no father at all. And then men end up sabotaging themselves because they have no idea what they're supposed to actually be doing. Okay? All right. So being nice guys is number one. So many men sabotage themselves by being nice guys. They kiss a woman's ass and do everything that women want to the letter. They never think about their own wants and needs. They only think about what the girl wants. As a result, they never make moves and have bedroom fun, and they become yes men in their relationships. Men, I'm here to tell you that it's your job to run your relationship. She doesn't tell you what to do, you tell her. If she's not willing to listen or follow, find a girl who will. Mental prisoners. Many men fall prey to the mental prison of modern culture. They watch modern TV and listen to what their mommy says and basically become amazing beta males. They never make a single decision for themselves. Everything is done to facilitate a female reality. To escape the mental prison, follow the simple order of priorities for your life, okay? So number one, you are the top priority. Number two, your mission is your second priority. And three, any woman you may have is a distant third to the first two. And I could add as well that your family would be number three, and your friends. You should never be living your life for someone else. You're not living your life to please the culture around you or your woman. You're living your life in order to maximize your happiness, success, growth, and mission. When you make yourself the priority, everyone who's under you benefits, your woman, your children, etc. No willingness or effort to grow or improve. Many men sabotage themselves in life and with their women because they don't understand that life is about growth and improvement. You're competing with the people around you, but there's someone much more important you're competing with. And that's the past version of you. Every day you should strive to be better than you were the day before. In doing this, you'll have great success in your life. If you're not willing to put in the effort to grow and improve yourself, you'll be left in the dust by people that do put in the effort. Getting married too early. Many men shoot themselves in the foot because they put the cart before the horse. You should not get married before you're in an amazing position to protect and provide. And actually, I'm going to amend this. You should not get married in 2022, period. You should improve yourself to the point where replacement is all but impossible. At that point, it won't matter if your relationship ends. Finding another will be easy. Okay, so here's the things that you do need if you want to do something as stupid as marriage in the West, although I don't recommend it. If you do want to get married and have children, you're going to have to change countries. Earning around $100,000 per year US after taxes, $50,000 US in savings, 50 plus partners, and 35 plus years old. You also need to understand women's true nature. If you're missing even one of those traits, you're not ready for marriage. Keep that in mind. All right, back to the video.
I know it's stupid. And people have it worse. First world problems. But I can't afford my lash extensions anymore, so I let them fall out, and now I feel so gross. I love my lashes so much.
Okay. And these are like fake eyelashes that she loves so much. So again, guys, like too superficial, too fake. Like, just relax. That's the advice I can give to girls that are like this. Like, it's not that serious, okay? All right. Let's continue.
So I matched with this super cute guy on Tinder, right? And he's like, hey, found you. I was like, have we met before? You look super familiar. He's like, hey, maybe through someone I know. And I was like, maybe in my dreams, playing along. And he's like, go to Michelle's house. And then it hit me. And I was like, wait, Michelle T? And then he said, let me seduce you. And I was like, oh, wait. This is Michelle, my best friend. This is Michelle, looking all cute. And this is her older brother. So I'm going over. Hey.
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 I don't understand. Oh, like, yeah. I don't think that he's going for the girl. I think that he's just being friends, because men don't tend to go for girls like this, guys. Okay. Let's just say the girl is she weighs a little bit more than she should, okay? So, again, if you want the quickest path to being friend-zoned, right? If you want the quickest path, all you need to do is, as a girl, all you need to do is eat McDonald's every day. Be overweight by like 50 pounds, and you'll be friend-zoned by every single guy you ever meet. You will never have success with men. And it's really funny, right? Because very often what will happen is girls will become best friends with these girls that are overweight because they're safe. They're not competition, right? And so the girl knows that she's going to get all the attention from guys, and then she's going to get the easy friendship of this girl, right? So, and then that girl will also protect them from all the loser men as well. Because, I don't know if you've heard of the story of the grenade. Anyway, in the 2000s, right, where men used to go to, the bar and stuff to talk to girls, there was always, in the group of women, there was always like a girl that was overweight. And that girl's purpose was to push away all the guys that the group wasn't interested in, right? And once in a while, one of the guys in the group, because, you'd go to talk to girls in groups, right? He would go and talk to the grenade, as it were, like fall on the grenade so that all the other guys could talk to the group. So, anyway, yeah, she's a grenade. Let's continue.
put a finger down if you were talking to this guy that DM'd you on Instagram, and then after a few weeks of talking, you found out that he's going to be the villain on this season of The Bachelorette, and then you still give him a chance and he comes down to see you because you guys don't live in the same state, and you're like amazed at the effort he put in to come see you and how he FaceTimes you all day for hours and texts you all day long, and you guys talk about having a family and having kids and getting married and all this stuff, and then he comes down and you kind of have like a rocky weekend. So on Sunday you were still upset and really didn't want to talk about it. So then Monday night came along and you kind of had all your thoughts that you wanted to express to him, so you're trying to express those thoughts, and then you receive a video of him jerking off to another girl, and he was talking about how he wanted to fuck her in that video and it wasn't meant for me. So then he unfriended me on Snapchat, and then he told me that his Snapchat logged him out and unfriended me, hoping I wouldn't see the video, but I already saw it and replayed it, and you block him on everything, so now he's viewing your stuff on his dog's account.
Yeah, that's called an alpha widow. So, like, again, girls don't make TikToks about guys that they're not alpha widowed by. And she literally said he's going to be the villain on The Bachelorette. So you see what I'm saying? These are the kind of guys that that girls are interested in 2022. Like absolute apex men, right? Then they're surprised those men treat them terribly. Like, what a joke. All right, let's do the fake Tinder profile, speaking of. Actually, on online dating, right? Related to online dating, I mean. Instagram is the biggest dating app in the world, just so you know. So if a girl's on Instagram, it's basically like she's on Tinder. Same. If she's, showing off herself and has like a million messages from dudes. Just so you know. All right, so this is Angel, who's 19. By the way, this is a fake Tinder profile, okay? So this is not real. You could just Google these profiles here, and then girls basically copy these. But there's a little bit of truth in each of these, right? And so this is why I placed them, so that we have a little bit to learn from these. Okay, so she says, dating black girls is really a plus because you don't have to worry about meeting their fathers, right? So the joke, haha, it's supposed to be so funny that, in the black community, like, they very rarely have fathers in the picture. But what I'm here to tell you is I'm going to quote Kevin Samuels, rest in peace. The black community is a matriarchy. The black community is run by women, right? So these women actively choose the men who are going to be deadbeats. There are plenty of men who aren't like that, but they purposely don't choose them and then complain that they don't have a father in the house. Or they say they are the table. They're strong and independent. They don't need a man, right? And so, again, this is a gigantic red flag, waving right in your face. Avoid at all costs this sort of thing. All right.
Oh, hey, girl. What's going on? Are you just laying in your bed on your phone? Get up, bitch! Stop being lazy! Get out of your bed! Put on makeup! Go out! Go be a whore!
BPD? She went from 0 to 1,000 in a second, and look, her face isn't even like betraying an expression. Is this supposed to be funny?
Go be a slut! You're only gonna be this young once! You're only gonna be this hot once! No, I'm definitely gonna get hotter.
And then she says, you're only going to be this hot once, but I'm definitely going to be hotter when I'm older. Okay.
Rules! Manifest, manipulate, medicate! It's simple! Go!
Yeah, that describes 2022 girls in a nutshell. And the reason why she's yelling, I guess she's number 3. By the way, guys, avoid girls with the crazy dyed hair with the bull ring in their nose. That's a red flag. That's multiple red flags. Also, what I don't understand is why these girls think it's cool to make TikToks where they're just yelling at the camera. Like, that's supposed to be attractive. That's supposed to be enjoyable for us. I apologize to your ears for punishing them with this TikTok here. Okay, I'm just gonna mute it because it's a disaster. Okay, next.
I'm looking gorgeous, licking sex. Who made you hoes go back to crack?
I don't think I can touch that topic. Okay, let's continue.
something here. You get single, you're like, hey, welcome back to the streets. I call my name and I'm here for it. But can I be real honest? Like, real honest. I'm not made for the streets. Yeah, I'm too sweet for them. I'm like a sidewalk chick. Like, I want to be on the sidewalk, see what's happening in the streets so I'm educated, I know what's going on. Maybe step out off the curb occasionally and get in some shit, you know, But I want to get back on the sidewalk. Because you play in the streets, you get fucking hit by fuckboys. And you...
She's not wrong. That's actually what all girls want to do. All girls want to sleep with the alpha male and then have a safe, stable beta male. That's what her analogy here is describing, right? Like, she wants to occasionally step on the streets and get into some crap, but most of the time she wants to be stable and walking on the sidewalk. That exactly describes what women want in 2022. It's women's dualistic mating strategy.
You don't even see them coming. Okay, it's not safe out there, baby.
That was a funny phrase. That you don't see them coming. Just think about the double entendre, okay? All right, let's continue.
For the streets, and for the sidewalk.
If only that were true. All right, on to the article. Amazing. So this is a fat university professor. When I was trolled and fat shamed by one of my male college students. I'm 5'10" and size 22, also known as a ham planet. I'm used to being aware of exactly how much space I take up. When I teach, I use my physical presence to my advantage, also known as I attract all of the beverages in the class into my orbit, and they make a ring that orbits around. Okay, anyway. I can write way up high on the whiteboard. I can clap my hands with my extra long fingers and command attention. I can rock a hot pink dress, and the students have no choice but to lift their gazes from their phones to figure out what the F their teacher is wearing, because apparently university professors swear nowadays. My 8-year teaching career is full of unforgettable moments. I've taught in all manner of odd circumstances: at midnight in a school that used to be a prison, while holding a 17-year-old student sleeping newborn, in the hours before I reported to the hospital to have cancer removed from my neck. But far and away, the most memorable day of my teaching career was March 2nd of last year. Boston had been slapped with a steady succession of blizzards, such that the syllabus for my literature course had become irrelevant. My alarm was set for 5 a.m. so I could do a quick once-over of my lecture notes. At 4 a.m., my phone rang. At first, I thought it was time to wake up, but when I looked at it, I saw unknown flash across the screen. I thought it was hospital police department. I was so scared, I waited for it to go to voicemail. When I listened, this is what I heard. I just wanted to let you know that I don't have any respect for you as a teacher, not a professor. I refuse to call you that. And the reason I don't have any respect for you is because you obviously have no self-respect at all. How am I supposed to respect you if you can't respect yourself at all? And you know, what really kills me about it is that you don't feel bad about how you look or how you put yourself out there. You don't look good. You need to take better care of yourself. And people do care what you look like. You're a slob. You're the size of a car. Now, fix it. And I just got to say, you're not good as a teacher. You're not confident. You can't be confident being fat. I hate you and everything you stand for. Your feminism is autistic. Nobody thinks it's cool. You're not special with your womanist beliefs. Go do something original and stop being trendy. Bye-bye. At first, I laughed because no one in my family was dead or hurt or wanted by the CIA. I found the ridiculousness of a student calling me to say mean things very funny. I laughed because he called me Kara when my name is actually pronounced Kara. And I laughed and I laughed. Then I cried. I didn't cry because someone called me fat. File that under that ship has sailed. Also, I don't think of fat as an insult anymore. Well, you have to do something to rationalize, being unhealthy. No, I cried for my student who had by 4 a.m. enough hate in his heart to locate the syllabus with my phone number and hit 67, call me and express his M word and male entitlement in a lucid voice. I cried for a world in which an intelligent, qualified woman can't do something as simple as assign a little light womanist theory without being called fat, you know what. I cried because I had no idea which of my male students had left the message. It could have been any of them, and that thought made me terribly sad. Right, so again, where is the accountability? Where is the personal responsibility? There's just I'm overweight and I'm proud and I'm gonna shove it in your face by wearing the most attention-seeking clothing possible. That's the implication there. I cried because female academics are the target of a truly ridiculous amount of behavior against women. I cried because there are women in my life and past versions of myself who'd be crushed by a message like that. Women whose days would be wrecked by that hateful, cowardly stuff. Women who'd think of it and start another crash diet, who'd remember it mornings in the shower pinching their belly rolls and sobbing. This is why I did what I did next, for those women. I got up and wrote a long letter to my students. I went to class and wrote this Naomi Wolf quote on the board. A culture fixated on female thinness is not an obsession about female beauty, but an obsession about female obedience. Dieting is the most potent political sedative in women's history. A quietly mad population is a tractable one. So the idea being, men convince women to be thin because men want to control women. Yeah, that's not why. Men want women to be thin because thin women are attractive. And yes, there was one point in history where perhaps some men considered overweight women to be attractive, but that's not because they were overweight. They considered them attractive because those women had money. They represented stability. Hilariously. Again, that was a backwards world, right? But if you could convince like one of these rich fat girls to take you, then you would be rich for your whole life, right? That was the idea back then. And that, I forgot what the period was called, Rococo or something. Anyway. So there you go, guys. Again, inability to accept responsibility, accountability, or anything like that. That's what this, and this is a university professor, guys. So this is a person who's supposed to be educated, who's supposed to be teaching people, but instead it's just brainwash studies, you see? So again, guys, don't get an arts degree. That's my recommendation for you. All right, we're going to end the video there. So again, if you're new to the channel, liking the content, please hit the sub, hit all the notifications. If you are listening on the podcast, give me a 5-star review, give me a follow. If you agree or disagree with my points, please, that's what the comment box is for. Again, thank you so much for watching, especially if you listen to the end of the video. I really do appreciate it, that you took the time out of your busy day. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Please remember to do all of the following. Like the video for the algorithm. Comment on the video. I respond to all comments and I'll give you a heart. Subscribe and hit the bell so you can see my content on your feed. Check out all of my content on other platforms. It spreads the reach of the channel. YouTube, bit.ly/Helios YouTube. Rumble, bit.ly/Helios Rumble. My blog is realheliosblog.com. My podcast, bit.ly/Helios Podcast. My Patreon, patreon.com/The Helios Blog. You can also support the show at bit.ly/Helios Donations and buy my books at bit.ly/Helios Books. Thank you so much for all of your support.